Hey Goal Digger, Kimberly Olson here, back for another episode of #GetLit, where we crush your business in less than 10 minutes. For this episode, we're going to talk about how to build an empire around your 9 to 5. This also can apply if you are a stay-at-home mom or you're homeschooling, you've got something else that's taking up a lot of your time, like children, and you want to know how can you still make it work. Others are doing it, how can you do it? So we're going to dive into that and more. Stay tuned. So I have 5 tips for you today to be able to grow your empire around your 9 to 5 or something else that's taking a lot of time. So I personally, I hit my first 6 figures when I was working full time. I was commuting 2 hours a day. At the time, Scott was traveling, 2 weeks out of the month. We didn't have any family here and my babies were in diapers. So I know for a fact, I've personally experienced it, that if you implement these 5 tips I'm going to give you today, it's going to absolutely set you up to have the success that you want. So number 1, you have to have daily non-negotiables. So just like it sounds, number 1, a daily non-negotiable is something that you are going to do no matter what. The thing that we run up against is that we don't necessarily have to do things for our business. We don't have to post on social media. We don't have to go live. We don't have to reach out to people, and we don't have to follow up. It's up to us to do that. So a lot of times we just push it off to the next day, the next day, the next day. And before we know it, a month has gone by and we haven't done anything. So developing a non-negotiable list is going to be the things you are committed to doing every single day. Of course, money-making activities that are going to allow you to move the needle in your business and that you are 100% committed to doing no matter how busy your day is. So if the day goes south and you run out of time, you stay up later or you get up earlier. You find a way to make it happen. Number 2 is you need to be efficient. Okay. You need to be efficient. If you are building either, say, a network marketing company or a direct sales, you need to tap into duplicatable systems. So utilizing third-party tools, utilizing 3-way chats, having automated onboarding trainings. This is what I teach in 6-Figure Breakthrough Business Academy. We'll put the link below for that. In 6-Figure Breakthrough Business Academy, my signature program, that's the first thing we go over is the 3 steps to launch automated onboarding process. I have personally recruited well over 50 people this year alone, and we're halfway through the year at the time of this recording. And I didn't get on a Zoom with any of them. I didn't do one-on-one trainings with any of them. That's crazy. If you're in coaching, this is where it's one-to-many. Instead of you doing one-on-one private trainings, you are doing group coaching because that way you can leverage your time more, okay? So you need to be more efficient. Number 3 is you need to duplicate. So whatever you're doing, whether it's network marketing, the different businesses models out there, or coaching, you need to get other people to be able to do the same thing that you're doing. So when you have someone who wants to look at your business, you're not getting on phone calls with them, okay? If you have a new person, you're not doing let's spend 45 minutes to an hour on Zoom talking about all your goals, and then, you might not do anything the next week. It's being able to tap people into something that is already set up. So yes, it takes some time to get the systems in place. It takes some legwork to be able to utilize something like ManyChat to automatically train your new people, or project broadcast. There are different tools out there you could use to ensure that that new person is getting a daily training automated, where you're not having to go over everything. You're not having to constantly tell them how to get to the back office or put that first order in, okay? So you're going to want to look at all the things going on in your business and constantly ask yourself, how could I leverage my time more? Could I create a tool around this? If people keep asking you the same thing over and over again, maybe do a YouTube video like this, right? Unlisted for your team, or house it inside of a Facebook group. That way they can access it. You can just tag them on it and you're not constantly telling them over and over again how to do something. Number 4 is they show anyone who wants to get there how to get there, the path to get there. So when it comes to building your empire, you need to be working with the people who want this. So people who are sitting and aren't doing anything, you're not spending your energy on them. You're not trying to pull them up and get them going. The people who are walking in your business, which by the way is 80% of your team, if you're network marketing or direct sales, which I believe most of you are, 80% of them just want to be a part of it. They just want to be around the table, okay? They want to feel included. 80% of them do a little bit, and that obviously adds up to a lot over time. So the people who are walking, you're going to walk with them. You're going to love on them where they're at. You're going to encourage them. You're not going to say, oh, Sally, I know this is what you did last month, but I think if you worked really hard, you could triple that. Sally's going to quit if you do that, okay? It's saying, Sally, oh my gosh, girl, I see you showing up at every team meeting. I see you jumping into three-way or into the group chat and helping out new people. So appreciate you, Sally, okay? So you want to say to yourself, where are my people sitting? Leave them there and have tools that they can plug into. The people who are walking, recognize that and make them feel good where they're at. And the people who are runners, you're going to spend most of your time developing, coaching, leading those people, helping them paint that vision, map it out, and totally crush it. Number 5, the 5th thing that I think is essential to be able to build an empire around your 9 to 5 or other thing that you might be doing, such as staying home with kids, because you're my hero, because I'm not really cut out to do that, is that they are consistent. They are consistent. When I look back, that was my strength and superpower, and it still is you can count on me to show up every week with YouTube videos and podcasts and Facebook Lives and emails. Like you can count on the sun rising. And that's because I'm consistent. And when you are new, you don't see the results right away. So we stop before we have the breakthrough. We stop before we have the success. We stop before we get the traction and the momentum we need to set our souls on fire. So I want you to commit right now, put it in the comments. I am committed to consistency. I am committed to being consistent. Tell yourself you realize that you need to be consistent in order to get the results that you want. And you are going to keep going until you get there. So many times people will say, well, I worked really hard for a couple weeks, even a month, right? That's great. Most people quit around the 6-week mark, and most breakthroughs happen around the 8-week mark. Imagine if you just kept going for 2 more weeks. Do that, you have your breakthrough, and you're off and running. You are at the beginning stages of building your empire. And just like the famous quote that's been shared over time, is that, a castle is built brick by brick. Your empire is built brick by brick. So the success I've had in my business is because I did that first Facebook Live, and I did another one and another one. 6 weeks later, still doing them. 8 weeks later, people start reaching out. Hey, I've been watching your videos. I want to know more about what you do. You do? Sweet. Let's talk, right? And that's how it all happens, okay? So I want you to implement these 5 strategies because this is going to help you build that empire that you want, okay? If you found this valuable, which I hope that you did, please share it. If you share it in your stories, tag me, the Goal Digger Girl. If you're watching on YouTube, just hit the subscribe button and the bell to get notified when I release new training videos, because I release them every week. And we want to make sure you're consistent, but you're also getting massive action and massive results through action every single week by implementing these strategies. So thank you so much for watching. Until next time, get lit in your business and set your soul on fire. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.